Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and this week we're making two different designs for a lasso ring. So to make the loop of the lasso, you're going to take a round form. It can be a pen or a Sharpie, and we just want to form the round part here. And so we're going to wind it around the end of the pen and then just kind of smooth this out a little bit here. And then this is going to form the beginning part of the lasso like that. Okay, so we've got that, almost looks like a raindrop, and then we're going to wind it around whatever size that you think you're going to need. Okay, we'll wind it around here. Now I have cut my wires a little bit too long, so what you can do if they're too long, we can just cut them to whatever, a little bit longer than what you need, because what you're going to do now is you're going to lift these ends and just stick them inside here. Okay, and then from there you can take your round pliers and then just wind them back. So just one like that, and then one like that, wind them around, and you want to make sure they're kind of more or less in the same place. We're going to bring it around here, and we're going to bring this one around here. Okay, so just fiddling around with them until they seem to be in the same place. Okay, and then you can get your flat pliers, bring that in, and just push the ends in a little bit because you really don't want them to be poking. And then from there, just kind of wiggle it around to fit, make it nice and round. And then you're going to get another wire. Now you can get a thinner wire if you want. If you want to get a 22 gauge wire, it might actually be easier, but because I have this one handy, I'll just use this one. And then the idea behind this is you want to wrap these ends together a little bit here. So let's just go ahead and take our wire here and just wind it around a little bit. So we're going to, you need this end, it has to be a little bit longer because it's going to go across. So start by just winding this end in. It definitely would be easier with a thinner wire. So we're going to just start that so we have enough of an end to put the bead on. And then we can, you want a few loops through here so it looks a little bit like sort of a rope that's tied, right? So we're going to just bring it around a few times, maybe 3, 4, 5 times, however much you want. So we'll bring it around, and then when you're happy with it, just give it a little clip. And I think it's better to have the end on top, because if it's underneath, it might scratch your fingers. So you can play around with that for sure. So we just have that end tied in, and then this, what you want to do is you want it to go around here. So we're just going to, with our fingernail, bend it here, and then at this point you can straighten it out a little bit and bring it like over more, so it's more over here. And then you can put your bead on there. So we'll stick our, I'm using a larger bead this time to show the difference. And if you want to push it more in, you can. Just even if you have trouble gripping it, you can hold the end with your pliers and pull it over. So then we're going to have it here. And what you want to do to finish it off is you're just going to take this end here, and this way, this you can do any which way you want. Actually, just going to pull it sort of between these two wires here, and the idea is you just want to twist it through these ones, right? So just bring it through, just bring it through the ring, and then you could use your pliers to pull it around a little bit. So we'll just bring it around and through, pretty straightforward. And same thing, let's finish it on top so it's not scratchy, and then you can just clip that down a bit. And from there, I always put it back on the ring form to make sure that it's nice and straightened out and stuff. So there you have your first ring with the bead on it. So the design without the bead is super easy. Same thing, you're going to take a round form and bring it around here, make a sort of a teardrop shape, a little bit like that. You want the circle to be sort of more towards the middle, so if it's not quite centered, you can just back it up a little bit and just keep wiggling it around until it seems to be in the center. Okay, so we're just going to hold that in place. So when you have the like the size that you want, that you're happy with, yeah, it really looks like a teardrop. So hold this in a way that it's like one crossed over the other, and then we want to do our twist. For this, you want to be careful to keep them at an angle so it does a nice twist, because sometimes if you lose that angle, the twist just doesn't look as good. It's almost like winding one wire around the other wire, but you really want it to do like this twist effect. So to do that, you almost have to be pushing the wires out as you twist, and then it makes a more even twist. Otherwise, like I said, it just looks like you're kind of winding one wire around the other. So we'll go until it's about the size you think you want. This looks like it's about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. It might be too long. If it's too long, you can back it up a little bit, but it looks perfect. So obviously I've cut these wires way too long. So what you can do to make it easier to work with is just cut them down to like 1 inch or 1/2 inch. So we'll clip those off. And then the key is you want to open it up a bit, stick those in, and then to get a nice sort of even size, even bend, let's open them up a little bit so they're not crisscrossed over each other now. And so bring it to where you want to do the bend. Okay, we'll just bring it in a little bit. And so whatever your ring size is, and then we're going to take our flat pliers and bring it around. And then this one too, flat pliers and bring it around. So there we have it bent over, and now we want to clip those ends. Okay, we're going to do them on either side. And the same thing as before, we're going to just really make sure these little pokey ends are pushed down. Careful not to scratch the wire. So we have that, and then you can always push it down more on the ring form to make sure it's nice. And there you go, our little lasso ring. So we have 2 designs. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to join the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, I'll link it up below. We share all kinds of photos of our creations and tutorials and inspirations for fellow wire art and jewelry makers. And if you'd like to check out our wire art and jewelry in the Etsy shop, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.